right, welcome back. We have the first men's semifinal about to begin in the near court with the black and red shirt on, Mark Hazinski, playing out of Texas. His opponent will be Alan Wang in the blue shirt on the far side. Be the best of 7 games. Umpire will be Steve Banco from Texas, and Hazinski to serve.
Sean, I think this is going to be a very exciting match. Mark's been playing very safe throughout the tournament, and Alan's been playing really good table tennis. Should be exciting.
Yeah. So, joining me in the booth is recent Hall of Fame inductee Tal Leibovitz. Tal's also going to Rio as a member of the U.S. para team. And Tal, you've played against Alan quite a bit in the New Jersey area, as well as playing Mark in a lot of the national collegiate events. Looking at their games, what is the biggest contrast that you see between what each player wants to do?
Well, Alan's been mostly a backhand-oriented player, and he used to take a lot of big risks with his forehand, but he's playing his forehand a little bit more safe. So Alan's really looking to get into kind of counter-looping rallies, and I think you'll see that Alan's going to be a little aggressive on the serve return, although that's something that his coach, Corey Eider, is saying that might not be the best strategy. Corey Eider is trying to get Alan to play a little bit more safe on his returns and get into the rally. So really you're looking to see Alan try and get into the rally as much as possible.
You see some amazing hand speed right there by Wang. Just
wow.
Both these players are so tall, so when they really get into position, they can finish the ball without too much difficulty.
Yeah.
We've seen Alan have some really huge battles with Timothy Wang over the last couple of years at the U.S. Nationals. Alan played a great match against, and there's a very bad service mistake there. That ball really got away from Mark.
And Mark is going to be looking to play safe on the first ball. He's not going to be really going for strong shots on the first ball. He's trying to create a good position where he can play a little bit stronger.
That was a great drop shot off the serve by Alan. Both these players with their height on the short balls, they can really reach in and drop it. Here's both players with huge power. Alan getting to the backhand.
Yep. And this is what Alan wants to try to do. He really wants to try to get in those counter-looping rallies. Wow, what a good point.
Mark getting the forehand in. Alan able to convert and redirect it out to the backhand side with his forehand here. Really jamming Mark, giving not much to work with. Again, I think both these players are still kind of feeling each other out, trying to figure out, do they want to play with a little bit more spin, a little bit more speed? Neither one really settling into doing something that can guarantee the next point. And now 8-7, Alan Wang with the serve. First big point of the match. Oh, that's a heavy backhand opening.
Really solid, really good ball.
I mean, that was just well played. Just got the ball he was looking for. Alan just spun that up. Hazinski serving 7-9, game 1. Virtually Tal the exact same serve that Alan gave the inside-out forehand. Reverse pendulum.
Ooh, okay, that was a little bit long. Allen cut that, might have wanted to spin that a little bit sometimes.
I think that ball just floated a tad long from Mark, but ended up getting the job done. Oh, very aggressive backhand flip by Hazinski. Allen had something to work with to keep it on the table. I think he was surprised by the offensive pressure that Hazinski put on that backhand flip, and now 9-all, game one.
That's a good middle ball shot.
Yeah, Mark just
really
got
tough.
a quality flip right into the body. Just really forcing the issue here.
Allen didn't know if he should play backhand or a forehand there. Oh,
And wow,
forced it a little too much on that.
Hazinski really earned that game.
Yep.
So now Mark Hazinski goes back.
Yep, and you saw that point, Sean, that just happened. Sometimes you rush a little bit, you know, when you should spin the ball on, you just feel a little sense of urgency that just could be good to add a little more spin to that ball and start.
I mean, so far, Tal, in this tournament, we've seen a ton of upsets, but I've been really impressed by Hazinski's ability to focus in on the end of game points, to really make smart decisions, not to try anything too risky, but at the same time to get his game going. So in the corner, there's Corey Eider helping Alan Wang in Mark Hazinski's corner. He's being helped by his wife, Sarah.
That's a good.
Once again,
that's a good
Hazinski
flip.
just continuing right where he left off in game one, just really forcing the issues off the serve return. And a nice drop. I mean, just giving Allen nothing to work with, and Allen taking the bait and going for the shot that wasn't there by any stretch.
Playing safe this game, and I think Allen's going to really want to try to play a little safer and try to get the first ball on the table like he just did on that last point. Ooh,
Lucky back edge, but I'm sure Allen will take it. Allen, of course, got to the finals with one of the big early round upsets over Canuck Jaw, and then also taking out Sharon Algetti in the quarterfinals. Mark beating Stephen Wang in the last match to get to the semis. Allen always willing to go for a big shot.
it's a little risky, especially with the Vegas altitude. Needs to try to get a little more spin on that first ball. Better location. Yeah, Mark's not giving Allen all that much to work with. In this
I think, Tal, you really hit the nail on the head right there. Mark's forcing Allen to beat him with 2 shots when most of the other players so far in this event, Allen's been getting some pretty big swings off of 1.
What I really like is Mark's placement. He's just placing the ball really well, placing sometimes to the middle and just looking to see where Allen is. It's really good placement. That's the top of the net. And that's a rushed ball as well.
And that's something we've been seeing, Tall, that Allen has been willing to do, is go for the quick point winner. He's made a number of them this tournament, but from Mark's perspective, I'm sure he really loves winning the easy points.
Okay, Mark got a net there, and it kind of evened up. Yep, net ball. That is a good point. That is a good
You could
point.
see Allen motioning after the last loop that his elbow just got lifted a little bit too much on that final ball. Not wanting to do that to keep the spin down. That's a nice backhand. It caught the back edge, but clearly the shot that Allen wanted. Both Allen and his sister Amy very strong on backhand openings with both spin and speed. Now Hazinski, 7-all with the serve.
Went for a little too much.
Drove on it. He would have had another look to continue the offense. So Allen, slight advantage here. And there's that aggressive serve return. That ball would have been too difficult to push short, Tall. Allen jumped on it and I think surprised Mark that he was able to get some power behind it. Again, Allen motioning that he cannot be lifting his elbow up when he's driving that ball. It's just going to add an extra lift when he's trying to make it pull down.
It's good serve, good deep serve.
Very aggressive, just really challenging Hazinski to come up with the goods. Now Allen, 2 game points to even up this men's singles semifinals.
That's a really good ball, and that's what I think we've been talking about, Sean. The player that's able to really get a good safe opening with good spin tends to get a little bit of an advantage during the point here.
We saw Mark just spinning up that backhand, but right into the forehand side of the table.
Great placement.
9-10, Hazinski serving. And Allen able to really cut that serve. Hazinski went for the driving forehand and just lifted it off the table. So we are tied up at 1 apiece now.
And that would have been good to spin that ball rather than drive that, Sean, here.
I think everyone's natural inclination,
yep, is to
drive the ball.
Mark was a little square on that shot too. Needed to get turn his shoulders a little bit more there. But
so Allen 1-1, got a pair of 9s. We've got Corey Eider giving Allen some tips in the corner there on what type of ball. On the opposite side, we've got Sarah Hazinski supporting husband Mark, reminding him to just play his game, which has really been, I thought, Tall. I mean, just right on the mark. I mean, he's definitely been moving the ball around, taking the right shots, not going for too much.
See, sometimes, Sean, 1 or 2 bad decisions can cost you a game. So you have to really keep that intensity throughout the entire match. You know, placing the ball, playing smart each and every point. You can't really donate too many free points at this level.
And I think that one deep serve that Allen threw at him at 9s, that really helped.
Exactly, yep.
Give him a little bit of space there. So now Hazinski to serve, game 3. It almost seems like Allen's willing to risk playing his offensive game a little bit more. Hazinski staying with the control. And again, Allen Wang mixing up the high toss serve, giving Hazinski a couple different looks, both the fast deep one and the heavy short spin. And just getting free points by the handful right now.
Yeah, Alan's serve has improved so much over the years. It's just gotten really tight.
Oh, that was a seemingly easy high ball. Alan apologizing for the missed shot by Hazinski off the side of the table. Until we've seen that very often here in Las Vegas, where the balls seem like they're so easy, they just don't come out that much.
Yeah.
And you are better off, if you're in that situation, maybe spinning the ball up than just going for a winner. Oh, that was a great turn by Hazinski, jammed with the serve, but having the presence to get his body out of the way before driving the forehand down the line. But Wang still leading by a sizable margin. I mean, his serves have been really strong this game, and Hazinski really having difficulty, not just where to place him, but to get him on the table. And now you can just see Hazinski beginning to unravel a little bit.
Second missed serve of the match for Hazinski. So he needs to really try to slow down a little bit. Take his time.
And there you can see again, Alan Wang taking a bit of a risk there by just shoving that serve quickly off the bounce and putting himself in a position to really get in the driver's seat for this match. First two games were determined by 2 points, but Alan Wang has really broken this game up.
Wow,
once again,
shot.
I'm just wondering, Tal, what did Corey mention to Alan in that last game switchover? Because whatever he said, it is truly working now.
That's the ball, that last shot. That's what Mark needs to do. He really needs to add more spin on the first ball instead of speed, and then he can get a positional advantage. When we see that, he's really in a good position. I mean, yep, that's good. That is good.
Mark is not going away. He's staying for each and every point. If he can take two on his serve, which he's done one right now.
In these points, Sean, Mark's played very safe. Just getting the ball back on the table to a good position. He needs to try to do that throughout the match, and then when he has an opportunity, he can go a little bit stronger.
And there, Alan able to take game 3, 11-7. Hazinski with a slightly high serve, but Alan drops it short. Mark tries to force a backhand in, catches the side. And so right now, Alan Wang with a 2-1 lead over Mark Hazinski. Of course, Mark played in the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens. He's been a multi-time U.S. singles finalist here in Las Vegas. Stellar college career at Texas Wesleyan. And just really a super all-round nice guy and great sportsman on the table. So we'll see right now if Alan can continue to take his calculated risks and keep the pressure on Hazinski.
I think, Sean, that Mark's going to play a little bit safer this game. I really think that's what he's going to do. Wow.
I mean,
that's amazing.
That fluidity that Alan has when he's driving the ball. I mean, it just must be so fun when you get those balls and you can put so much behind them while looking so effortless.
That was an amazing shot by Allen. I don't know if he can make 11 of those, but it was good.
And Hazinski has really strong serves. I mean, he can move the ball around and really back the opponent up.
Sean, I think what you're going to see now is Hazinski's
Oh
going to play
my
a lot
gosh, just
tighter.
right when I
Wow.
say that, you just knew it. He was going to have to serve off the table.
Yep.
As I was saying, having a lot of difficulty getting the ball into play.
But he's going to play a little bit tighter in that I think Hazinski's going to play a little bit safer. And Allen looks like he's going for a little bit more.
That's one of those points, Tall. If Allen makes that ball, it can almost change and give him the game to go up 3-1. And now Mark's brought himself right back even.
It's a great serve.
Mark just really looking out of sorts right now. Not only the serve issues, but just missing his backhand openings. He's usually rock solid. Both players having issues trying to get that first attack on, especially on higher balls.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Great hustle by Hazinski. He really had some amazing court coverage there after spinning the ball up and covering the wide forehand. I thought that block by Wang was going to be enough to score the point. Hazinski ran it down. And in a blink of an eye, Hazinski bolts out to a 5-3 lead. I think, Tall, you're seeing the experience of Hazinski take hold right now. He does not want to go down 3-1 in games. Oh, that was a forced forehand there. I think Allen realized that right after he took it, that he didn't need to go so big. Look at the focus on Hazinski's face. Great locational loop there by Mark. Just right into the body of Allen.
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good placement. I like what Mark's doing in this game, playing safe. And I think we may see...
Oh, and Allen going for just a little bit too much. If it lands, of course, it looks great.
Now, I'm going to say, Sean, we may see Allen start playing a little bit more safe, too, because it seems like, although he feels like he's taking the right shot, it's missing just by a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if Allen will continue playing aggressive or he will kind of take a little bit of Mark's tactics and play a little bit more safe.
Oh, what a great chop. Oh,
that's amazing.
Allen with an amazing reach out on that ball after the wide flip. And able to get that ball back. Hazinski surprised, came up to the table, got the high ball, put it away with the backhand rip.
Oh, now
wow.
Allen missed the
Now
serve.
Allen's matching Mark.
That's good. Let's see there, Sean. Mark loops into Allen's forehand. I think he really had better try to get that ball to the middle or a little bit over to the left.
Really seems tall. Like on any wide shots, Allen's reach is just going to send that ball back as fast as it came over. That serve was even high. I mean, he was
a little too aggressive there.
You can see Mark signaling to himself just to calm down a little bit.
It's interesting because we're seeing Mark playing more aggressive, and I think the more aggressive he plays, it's just not as good for him here. He really needs to establish a safe spinny loop in a good location and move around.
Right now we're trying to get the barrier situated. Now that that's been done, back to the action.
That's a great ball, Sean. A really, really good ball. Low, safe, no risk.
Yeah,
really good.
Hazinski able to take that deep serve and just put the pressure right back on Allen. And again, a very well-conceived service return, putting pressure on Alan Wang directly to take game number 4 and to even up this match. 2 games apiece in this best of 7 men's singles semifinal. All right, with games tied 2 apiece, Hazinski will start the serving. Both players, Tal, have won so many points directly off of errors from the other side.
Yeah, Mark was reaching a little bit there. Really need to step in just a little bit. I don't think he was expecting a ball like that. Great shot.
Good play by Hazinski. Allen definitely has some shot-making ability on his side of the table, and Mark has to be careful when he goes for a winner not to play close into the racket, but to force Allen to move. Those are some nice balls to the middle right now.
And this is what Allen wants to do. He really wants to try to get into a rally.
Yeah, I agree with you, Toy. I think if Allen can be in every rally, especially where he can get at least one topspin in, his just ability to rip to both corners. That's a nice inside-out serve there.
It's a good serve.
I mean, Mark would have to just drive that so hard, because as you lift it up, there's still some topspin on that ball. How do you lift up topspin and keep it short on the table?
Wow, great flip. Great flip.
I think being over 6'2", much easier to get over the table, and Hazinski really just redirected that short ball. Just really nice backhand play, and then he gets the forehand. Again, not allowing Allen to get in the best position to counterattack.
Good serve, heavy.
What control by Alan Wang off the ground, playing with such great hands. There, look at that, lifting it, and then a soft, gentle block, and then looping it to the backhand, continuing a wide-angle shot before getting Hazinski to net and go off. That time the ball catches the net and goes long, but Allen really showing some superior hands with touch on these last couple balls.
That's a good shot.
That is so difficult, Paul, to get back. Hazinski's loading it up, placing it well, and keeping it so low. Again, Mark's placing that serve return in spots where Allen really doesn't have much leverage. Tried to lift that ball and go wide to the backhand. The shot just was not there at all.
Lucky net
Big
ball.
break for Hazinski. That was a heck of a backhand loop by Alan Wang. Mark able to block it, and it just caught the net. Now leading 7-6 in game 5 with the serve.
Wow, that's a great point, Sean. Really great. Mark really scrambled on that and got the position back. Allen made a fantastic backhand wide to the forehand. Mark's coming, getting the position back, and then just following in with a really strong forehand right to the middle. Wow.
Allen could not get out of the way of that ball and could only just put his paddle on it. Now Allen trails 6-8. And that's a monstrous point. Now 9-6. You can see Allen just really beside himself. Not pleased.
See, that's a good placement, Sean. Mark didn't have to rip it. He just placed it with good spin and a good location. Saw where Allen was standing, and then placed it into his backhand. Very smart.
Hazinski 4 game points.
Wow.
And that time, Allen was able to get his feet under him and really put a little bit of pace behind the forehand, saving 1 game point. Hazinski now with his second serve. Wow. Service winner for Hazinski to get into the driver's seat here in this best of 7 match, men's singles semifinals. Hazinski now leading 3-2. You can see how close this match has been up until this point, splitting the first 2 at a pair of 9s, and we've had 3 7s to make a full house. Coach Corey Eider giving Allen some tips, and here you see on the great shot that Allen pulled off earlier in the game, where he is able to not only play off the ground but play some amazing angled balls to Mark's wide backhand before missing.
So, Sean, what do you think Allen could do here to change the strategy or do something a little different? Wow.
Well, what he just did there was pretty impressive with that backhand kill from off the table. I just think, Tal, that Mark's not going to give Allen much to work with.
Yep.
So Allen's going to have to take his time and be patient and try to get to that third or fourth ball before he goes for something too big. That's a nice forehand redirect there. I think patience is going to be the key for Allen to extend and put this match into a 7th game. He got a good start. I mean, took 2 off of his own serve, so now the pressure's on Hazinski to hold his own.
Wow.
Nice play by both sides.
That's good.
Oh,
wow,
what a
that's
play
amazing.
by Alan Wang. Backhand flip, backhand reloop off the bounce over the table, down the line.
If Allen plays like that, wow, that'd be...
I don't think Mark will have any say on the outcome. That is just one amazing shot. But again, Hazinski getting his first attack in, playing it to the elbow area. Allen's got to make that loop. That loop's not so difficult, but if you're not moving your feet, it's going to be really difficult. You know, Tal, we talk about the importance of footwork and movement when you have 2 tall players. A lot of times they'll bend over and reach for the ball. Hazinski's definitely been more active in the foot department this match, fighting to get his forehand in, especially on balls to the middle and backhand side. Ooh. So Allen, up a break here on the serves, he has a chance to really open up this lead.
Oh, good flip. Wide of the forehand.
Mark,
What
so
a shot.
smart, right? I mean, just adding a little bit of extra side spin
Yep.
once Allen was back.
Goes to the middle and then right
really
wide
heavy
of the
side
forehand.
yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Mark evening it up at 5 apiece now with the serve.
It's the 3rd missed serve from Mark, I think, this match. It's tough. Sometimes, Sean, when you feel that sense of urgency, you have to kind of step back a little bit and know, got to continue doing what's working for me. Wow, good flip by Mark. A little bit risky with what Allen did there on that backhand shot. I think Allen may need to just slow down a little bit here, play a little tighter. Yep, it's really smart, really safe. Mark's playing excellent. Just going in this kind of safe mode. Wow. What a backhand. Outstanding. Very, very good. Big point. Big point for Mark. Big point.
You can see Allen's frustration right there. He's got to get his feet moving in order to get his forehand into play.
Yeah, Mark is placing well and playing safe. I really like the way Mark is playing right now. Alan's going to have to continue that safe. Oh, another safe ball by Mark.
And now Mark with 3 match points to return back to the men's singles final. And Mark has done it.
Wow.
He will go back to the finals with a very strong victory over Alan Wang. 4-2 with a number of 11-7 victories here. Again with the strong backhand, ball catching the net. And you can see the pleasure on Mark's face.
Yep.
So there's Dan Seemiller, Mark's coach. Just so thrilled to get Mark back into men's singles final. Excellent play by Alan Wang. Nothing to hang your head on with a great tournament. Beating a number of his peers in the junior division in the men's singles, taking out Canuck Jha as well as Sharon Algetti. So a great showing by Alan Wang. And we are going to take a quick reset before we bring you the next semifinal match here from Las Vegas, Nevada at the Convention Center.
set for Jiaqi. Your choice. Receive. This side is okay. Do you have a coach? Yes. Where?
He's in the bathroom.
Jiaqi, do you have a coach? Where? Stop. 2 minutes.
All right, we now have the second women's singles semifinal. My name is Sean O'Neill. Seated next to me is Corey Eider. Corey, thank you so much for joining us in the booth for this star-studded match here with Wang Chen, one of the strongest players that has ever represented the United States. Last night she was inducted into the Hall of Fame. She's playing against 2015 Pan Am team gold medalist Jiaqi Zheng. What a contrast in styles here. Old school, new school. Wang Chen pips on the backhand, Jiaqi pips on the forehand.
It's funny, if this match goes as planned, Wang Chen's going to want to go forehand to forehand, and Jiaqi's going to want to go backhand to backhand.
Exactly. Oh, beautiful off the bounce forehand hit by Jiaqi. You know, Corey, every time I see two members of, whether it's the Beijing or Shanghai or Chinese team playing against each other, I never know what's going to happen. It seems like the amount of respect or fear they have really plays a big role.
Yeah, Jiaqi, I believe, is from Shandong.
So with Wang Chen being a member of the 5-player team that would play in a World Championships, I mean, every player has so much respect to get to that high level, where Jiaqi, more of a provincial player who's had some great success, obviously playing for Team USA in the Pan Ams, and she's had some big wins over European players on the ITTF Tour. Be interesting to see who really can set that stake in the ground. Oh, that serve, that toss looked like it got away from her a little bit.
It did. It looked like she might have been over the white line on that one. Not on purpose.
Now, we said earlier in Wang Chen's quarterfinal match against Crystal, when she does her high toss serve, that ball's spinning so much. But I don't think it's going to be as effective against Jiaqi's pips. She'll be able to neutralize that.
And Jiaqi's more experienced.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Than Crystal, too, Sean.
Yeah.
So she's seen this stuff before, versus Crystal still a little bit green.
And, I mean, Wang Chen came back down 3-2 to get into the 7th and then just really tighten the screws in the 7th to take the match.
Yeah, I always favor those players who get out of those matches, Sean. It's almost like they escape death, and the pressure kind of just goes off of them. And so I always think that gives them an advantage going forward versus...
They've got that extra life in them.
Right.
So...
Although Jiaqi was just in a match against Alan's sister, Amy Wang, 8 in the 7th. So, but Jiaqi was never in a huge amount of trouble versus Wang Chen was down 3-2, 9-6. You are in a heap of trouble.
Right, against a player who's controlling the table and the tempo. So Wang Chen has to feel happy to be in the semis, but her goal is purely gold or nothing in this tournament. Now, Corey, Wang Chen's had some issues. She's making the first loop pretty consistently. It's just that second ball afterwards. She's having trouble finding her range and tempo. A lot of times just lifting it off the end of the table. I don't know if the arm bands on her right hand, if those are just to deal with sweat or if there's any issues that she's had dealing with her arm.
They look to me like just sweatbands.
Seems she's going for the multicolored double.
Sometimes people put them up on the forearm to keep that part warm. The wrist one, she always plays with one on her
Right,
wrist
she's
for
always
her
had,
sweat.
Yeah. Oh, that's just a beautiful stroke there.
Wang Chen's forehand's so good.
Once she landed that first one, you could tell that she was going to go wherever she wanted. Nice rip, and then down the line.
Jiaqi having no trouble lifting that serve over, using the short pips to pick that ball up.
Boy, we've really seen a lot of people having issues.
These tables here, Sean, are really sticky, and so you never quite feel comfortable with your serve.
And I wondered, Corey, from your experience in this tournament, have you noticed any issues just with the speed or the height of the ball coming down on the high toss serves? Because it almost seems like people are misjudging. I mean, they're tossing it badly, but sometimes it seems like we saw Hazinski, he's just like lunging into the ball before it's down at the correct contact height.
Yeah, I haven't seen as much of the toss issues as much as I have the first bounce issue. Jiaqi doing a really good job locking in that game. She led kind of the whole way, Sean. And when you lead the whole way, sometimes if you give it up at the end, that can almost count as 2 games against you. Sometimes you feel like that. But what was your kind of takeaway from that game? What did you see?
Well, both players not willing to risk going all out or kind of putting it all on the line, but playing a lot more consistent, more controlled, waiting to see what the other player was going to do. And I think Jiaqi really started well with a couple of nice forehand hits, making sure that she didn't give Wang Chen too much to work with. But at the same time, we saw Wang Chen's forehand. She got that into play. But a little bit similar to the semi-match that Wang Chen had against Crystal Wang, where she kind of just lost a couple games quickly by the rhythm and some loose points. So Jiaqi's got to feel good. She hasn't had a chance to really play her favorite shots, but I don't think she's going to get any easy balls that she can just kill. She's going to have to work for those.
I think Wang Chen's going to have to start taking her forehand more to Jiaqi's backhand, because Jiaqi really looks like she's so ready on the forehand side, and she's hitting it, so Wang Chen's not getting a chance to like kind of continue her attack.
And if Wang Chen does play to the backhand, she's got to be ready for that quick off the bounce.
Yeah.
And she's got pips, so she should be able to do a two-shot combo. But that's a great shot to Jiaqi's middle. Jiaqi's so fast. Just stepped around that ball and just banged it right at
Jiaqi's stroke is so short, John, and compact.
Oh, I mean, it's like from backswing to follow through, you're looking at like 5 to 6 inches tops. But that's perfect play by Wang Chen, using her height, playing wide angles, getting Jiaqi over into the backhand corner, and then exploiting the wide forehand. Again, Jiaqi is so lightning quick, able to deal with this quick backhand opening and then a loop right off the bounce. Counter, no problem to find the open court. Nice serve by Wang Chen, just, again, playing it right into Jiaqi's body. I think the height of the bounce almost threw Jiaqi off on that last serve.
Yeah.
She went to lift it. It was already above the net.
Yeah.
Boy, we've seen some serve issues.
The tables, I'm telling you, Sean, have such a grip. So when the first bounce hits, it almost grabs a little bit, and it's weird because
so if you're going for the deep serve,
oh, it's brutal. That's why you don't see much deep serving.
When you can land a deep serve, it's that much more effective because no one's expecting it.
Yeah, but you have to. It's not even any good because
you got to risk.
Yeah, you got to play so safe with it.
I think Wang Chen would love to have that combo occur on every single point. The high toss and a push where she can get her first loop in. But she's got to bring the ball down. Got to put a little bit more spin on it. Jiaqi just reaching for the ball a little bit. No, Corey, it looks like in the pip-to-pip exchange, or at least the backhand to backhand, it looks like Jiaqi's that much more comfortable. Almost appears that with the plastic ball that Wang Chen's backhand really doesn't scare the opponent. It's just kind of keeping it in play, where before she used to really crack it. There's a nice deep serve. Boy, Jiaqi just got a hold of that backhand opening and just turned on it. Now 7-all with the serve. Wang Chen's going to have to be extremely careful here. She does not want to go down 2-0. Jiaqi with a very nice staying up at the table, a series of quick hits off the bounce. Really surging here at the end of game 2. Now leading 8-7 with one more serve. Boy, how many nets have we seen, Corey, today that just
dribble over and stop?
From Jennifer Wu against Angela Guan. It's a combination of both net balls and edge balls. Just seems to be a slightly higher percentage here in Vegas with Lady Luck. And now, with a quick swing of things, Wang Chen 2 game points to even up this match. But Jiaqi able to get her forehand in. Oh, what a nice forehand kill off the bounce. I don't know where she got that angle.
With the short pips.
I mean, she had probably about less than 1/4 of an inch hitting space in order to get that ball at such an extreme wide angle. We know Wang Chen is making sure that serve stays low. She doesn't want to have any chance for Jiaqi to just step in and pound it with her forehand. Oh, I thought that was a risky serve there, Corey.
It was a risky serve. She got away with it. That's why she's
served down the line.
That's why she's Wang Chen and we're in the booth.
She's still on the table. Wow. Jiaqi went for the right shot, trailing. Wow. Wang Chen with another off-pace return to even up this match at 1 game apiece. Nice backhand opening. Then a wide shot to Jiaqi's backhand. Jiaqi unable to bring that ball down, and we are tied up at 1 game apiece. Both players really trying to neutralize the other's offense with a lot of placement, change of pace, as well as some very aggressive serving by Wang Chen on that last serve down the line with her forehand. I thought Jiaqi was going to make her pay for it, but the ball just flew off the end.
Jiaqi being coached by ICC team member Liang Yanghui. Wang Chen being coached by Wang Yutian. Wang Yutian is a provincial player from China and now coaches at the Wang Chen Table Tennis Club in New York City.
You know, Corey, I think with Jiaqi's very strong backhand openings, if she can just really get that going and kind of set it into gear, I don't know what Wang Chen's going to do. She's not going to pound it. She's not going to counterattack it. She'll probably just play it safe. What was that? We have seen a lot of service issues throughout the championship. And that time Wang Chen just doing a classic middle to backhand drill.
Wang Chen, she's trying to get to Jiaqi's middle, but she's got to get that closer to the middle backhand and make Jiaqi have to move a little bit further out of the way to make that
the extra
forehand.
step to the backhand is going to just
It's a huge
completely
difference.
leave that forehand so wide open.
Nice
Much better,
redirection.
much better play there to where she could use, Wang Chen could use her forehand spin off of Jiaqi's smooth reverse penholder backhand. On the forehand, Jiaqi will be using the pips to smash, but on the reverse side, it is inverted. That allows her to do that quality backhand loop. I'm just wondering, Corey, were any of the women using reverse penhold loops during Wang Chen's career?
I don't believe so, because very few women use reverse penhold backhand, period. Almost, I mean, none that I can think of on the Pro Tour use it that are female.
And the only penholders, really, especially that we know in the U.S. on the women's side, was Yijun. And I want to say on the opposite side of her penholder rack, it was probably long pips, not inverted.
Yeah, and Lily Yip,
Same thing.
She was the same thing as Yijun.
Very common for a pips out hitter to actually go with long pips in order to give a wiggly ball, versus Jiaqi, who has the inverted to allow for really heavy loops off the reverse penhold side. Oh, Not only can Jiaqi backhand spin, she can backhand crack off of the reverse penalty side.
Watch
Great
this.
forehand.
Boom.
Boom, right down the line. I mean, that's talking about extra gears. That's a whole nother transmission. There again, very consistent, reliable backhand spin.
And it's so much more difficult, Sean, having Jiaqi's reverse penhold backhand coming at Wang Chen's middle because it has that added side spin that really kicks extra into that elbow. Jiaqi let that ball drop just a little bit.
Corey, I really think that if Jiaqi keeps backhand spinning, that's going to be the one exchange setup that she can really take advantage of. I don't know if Wang Chen, the pips aren't going to do anything against it, and her forehand, she really can't drive it all that much. And we've seen that occur so many times off of the high toss serve. Players missing it off the opposite side, which you would expect it to. Jiaqi doing a little bit of the same with a quality high toss serve. That time going long on the second backhand loop, but clearly had a ball that she could place. And now 9-all. Wang Chen with the serve. Last time she went very aggressive. Nice side back edge.
Yeah, I think she kind of believed and then realized, oh, I hit the edge. I kind of shouldn't have done that and said sorry right away.
But here, high toss serve, Jiaqi got the opening. Good location, Wang Chen able to turn the corner and just barely get her forehand into play. So right now, Wang Chen with a 2-1 game lead as we'll be starting the 4th game in this best of 7 women's singles semifinal. The winner of this will be playing Jennifer Wu in the finals. It has a little bit more importance for these two ladies. If they were to win the women's singles here in Las Vegas, they would get a direct entry into the North American Olympic trials. Whereas if Jennifer were to win, since she's already going to Rio, that would just send an extra slot to Greensboro so that 4 full players would go up to Canada to fight for the remaining spots allocated by the ITTF. Of course, by having Jennifer already on the first slot, the chance of the U.S. getting a women's team is greatly enhanced.
So I guess if I was a girl trying out, I would want Jennifer to win.
Absolutely. It'd give one more slot. Unless I was the girl that won here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
yeah. Minus these girls. But like if I'm
Prachi Jia or Lily Zheng.
Yep. I would
definitely
rather
be
Jennifer
cheering
win.
for Jennifer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, in Greensboro, there will be only 3 slots to fight for. Of course, Wang Chen would love to get back to Rio to try to match her amazing performance in Beijing, where she reached the quarterfinals in both the team event with teammates Crystal Wang and Gao Jun, as well as the quarterfinals in singles. I like that backhand loop, Corey. It seems like if Jiaqi can get and land that into the backhand side, there's not much that Wang Chen can do. She, like I said, she's not going to backhand kill it. She's blocking it, and she can't get on top of it. That's some very strong positional play there by Jiaqi, forcing Wang Chen to go long on that last shot.
This match, Sean, just kind of has that feeling like we're going 7.
Both players are just not really willing to give an inch. Not taking any big risks, not playing any bad shots. Oh, that's a pretty shot by Jiaqi. Finally got something to work with after some amazing backhand exchanges. Wang Chen able to keep the ball one more time on the table, but realizing she was giving up the forehand. Jiaqi hitting behind her. I thought that ball might come down and land. It went straight up. Corey, I think it's just both players respect the positioning of the other so well. They're not doing anything that's giving themselves a chance to make a big shot. They're just playing control, keep it in play. I mean, we haven't seen really one of Wang Chen's big forehand loops, and other than Jiaqi's one forehand hit, in a misdirectional way. It's been just very tame on both sides. Jiaqi, when they get into those backhand-to-backhand exchanges, she has so much more spin on her opening, as well as she can flat hit that backhand. (9-6) with a chance to even up this game if she can just split the last couple of points here. Now, 4 game points. Great play by Jiaqi. Just an exceptional backhand-to-backhand exchange where Jiaqi's just snapping that backhand, and Wang Chen trying to move the ball around, but instead Jiaqi gets the upper hand and starts moving her wide out to the forehand and then jamming to the center. So we are all tied up now at 2 games apiece in this best of 7 women's singles semifinals. Wang Chen winning games 2 and 3, and Jiaqi starting out strong, taking game 1 before coming back in this last game to even up the score.
In your screen, you see Wang Yutan coaching Wang Chen and Jiaqi being coached by Liang Hyunghui. I think when Wang Chen serves that, we'll call it questionable high toss serve, spinning it out of her hand a little bit, she needs to serve that to Jiaqi's backhand, because that funky spin doesn't have the same effect when Jiaqi can play it with the short pips.
Right, definitely we've seen a number of times where Jiaqi has pushed it and the ball's just ton of stage left. And that's when Wang Chen does the smaller amount of stroke on the ball and just barely touches it, which is where the ball still has quite a bit of rotation on it.
Too impatient there.
Yeah, that was a forced backhand.
And there's no need. When she goes back into backhand with Wang Chen, she has a decisive advantage. There's no need to go for a lot.
That's a nice forehand opening and closing by Wang Chen. Able to really get below that ball to spin it up and then to drive through it. And Jiaqi getting the backhand going. This time Wang Chen able to move the ball around before Jiaqi's last forehand went off the table. And Wang Chen really forcing the offense right now. We've seen a lot more forehand play. And Jiaqi takes the timeout, not wanting to let this potential game get away, but wow, 5-1, it's going to be very...
Sean, do you know who called the timeout, whether it was Jiaqi or the Yang Hyung-Hui?
I didn't see the motion of which player, but clearly Jiaqi frustrated here in game 5. A very slow start.
Maybe, since it's Wang Chen's serve, maybe Yang Hyung-Hui called timeout and said you can't push that serve anymore. Because every time she pushes that serve, Wang Chen is able to get her attack in. You're going to see 100%. See if I'm wrong. There's almost. I would be willing to put a lot of money. We got a high toss spinneroo coming out of the hand of Wang Chen.
And that time Wang Chen getting a little bit more, putting more pressure on that backhand to backhand exchange instead of
Watch
just
the
letting
left
it
wrist kind of spin the ball out of the hand, and it just makes the spin very unpredictable for Jiaqi. If you're wondering if that's legal, it's not.
Nice third ball attack there by Jiaqi.
Sean, do you know if Wang Chen got called on that during her match with Crystal?
I don't think she was warned nor called, but I definitely remember Crystal putting a couple balls off the side of the table.
Yeah. And it was the other side, right? Yeah. It was the side that it shouldn't have gone off of with that side spin. The ball should go off Jiaqi's racket to the right, but it's instead going to the left. Watch the left wrist flick here. You can see it kind of roll off the fingers. And that's why Jiaqi has to push that ball. But she can't win with that type of receive. Wang Chen missed that one, but she's not going to keep missing that.
That ball's too high.
Even if it's low, once Wang Chen gets in a really good quality spin, Jiaqi's playing from behind the whole point.
So Jiaqi with a couple of forehand hits to bring it back to 4-8. This is virtually turned into a 2 out of 3 game match right now. Wang Chen leading 8-4. And I don't know, Corey, if Jiaqi is going to be able to play enough hits to get through Wang Chen's controlled offense. Wang Chen's just not going to give her an easy ball to get started with.
And Jiaqi looks kind of uncomfortable right now because it's so hard for her to win a point on Wang Chen's serve that I think on Jiaqi's serve she feels like there's so much pressure to score twice.
And Wang Chen once again getting a direct point off the high toss serve.
I don't even know if Jiaqi knows that she's spinning it out of her hand, because if she did know, she should say something.
I'd be interested to see with the umpires on this match how much they're aware of it. I know after the crystal match with Wang Chen, I spoke briefly with Mike Wetzel, and he said I was the 32nd person that came up to him to mention that they thought they saw the ball spinning a bit. So it is something that occurs.
Oh, that was really bad. Once you...
Well, you're going to see Wang Chen go into complete lockdown mode right now. She's not going to give an inch. Oh, just really forcing that ball. You know, Corey, I think even though it's early in the 6th game, that was an absolute must point for Jiaqi. She could not afford to go down 0-3. And now
I think part of what's causing... we didn't see Jiaqi this uneasy earlier in the match until the high toss serve started giving her fits.
the one thing, Corey, that I think you can look at as both as a coach and a player, how these players aren't getting their favorite shots in because they're not giving it to the other side.
That's the side spin we were talking about. That ball's supposed to go the other direction.
Jiaqi had the ball that she wanted. Nice backhand loop. Got the forehand, just missed it by the narrowest of margins. Beautiful counter attacking rally by both players. Jiaqi again able to put a little bit more spin and flat hit on the ball. Moves it around. Wang Chen able to cover the middle, but Jiaqi finds the wide forehand with her final backhand attack down the line. Nice combination. Jiaqi's going to just have to score some points. She's not going to get any free ones.
No.
Wang Chen is in lockdown mode right now.
Yeah, it's almost she's playing a bit like Samsonov, how he's like a wall. And Wang Chen's playing like that right now, where she's just like a wall. So hard to hit
Cut out
past.
to allow, even if it's an easy opening, she can cover the cross court and just not give you anything.
Yeah, and
to
Wang
work
Chen
with.
knows that Jiaqi is overplaying a little bit. Earlier when Jiaqi was having her success shot, she was just opening with lots of spin with her backhand. And now for some reason she's stepping around, hitting the ball with the short pips.
Jiaqi's still just looking at her racket, wondering what the heck is going
racket. On. That time I could visibly see the ball spinning off the toss.
So Jiaqi, if she can get both of her points on the serve right here, she can tie it up and potentially force a 7th game, but she's got to get her attack going. She's just giving away too many points off of the serve directly. Oh, back edge that catches.
We got standing room only here right now, Sean. Everybody's here watching this great play.
Tomorrow we'll be at the Brooklyn Bowl. Telecast will be on One World Sport. Check your local cable listings. Oh, excellent play by Jiaqi. Really pinning Wang Chen into the center on the elbow. Here's one smash out, then right into the body, and then follows with another shot to the body before finally finding the table out to the backhand side. Wang Chen opting to go out to the forehand in the backhand-to-backhand exchange. I think Jiaqi was a little surprised that she went out there. And now, 2 points away from the women's singles final to go head-to-head against Jennifer Wu. Wang Chen with the serve. But unable to convert off the high return. Jiaqi with the serve, trying to force a 7th and final game here. Women's singles semis. And Jiaqi Zheng has leveled up this best of 7 match.
4 points in a row there, Sean. Down 9-7, I believe.
Just was able to get 2 of the high toss serve returns, then to hold her own serve. So one more time we'll be going to the 7th game in a women's singles match. Following women's singles, we will have our final men's semifinal between
Zaman Molla and Feng Yijun.
2 very strong players that are playing in their first U.S. national championships, really adding to the international flavor of the field. I'm not sure if either one of them will be playing in the tryouts on Sunday and Monday. The ITTF has a little bit more stringent rules for World Championships than we
Yeah,
have
I don't
for
think
the
Feng
Olympics.
Yijun is eligible for the world team, but he is eligible for the Olympics.
That's right. Olympics require citizenship, whereas World, if you're changing countries, you have to apply and then need a.
But I think Feng Yijun's been here for a while, so he might be eligible for the world team. I'm not 100% sure.
I actually think if you go to the USATT website, you can see an entire list of the players that signed up for our world team tryout. Now in game 7, Jiaqi.
Wow, that was an impressive step around.
First forehand smash. You can see Jiaqi is really taking it to Wang Chen right now, coming out of the blocks. Oh, the best point of the match so far. Jiaqi really worked for that point. Doing a super drop. I don't know where that forehand chop came from, but really taking some pace off the ball before getting her forehand into play. And then banging the backhand. Finally to the middle to get the point direct. Jiaqi with a super start here in game 7, now leading 3-1 with the serve. Oh, was that a step around?
That's her second one this game.
Boy, just quickly, right after the backhand loop, just putting the pedal to the metal there, and Wang Chen doesn't like what she sees and has called a timeout. But Jiaqi coming out in game 7 with guns blazing. Just a series of offensive weapons.
I wouldn't be surprised, Sean, to see Wang Chen cut out to the wide forehand of Jiaqi a little bit just to avoid the step around. That's one thing that Wang Chen has to solve, because Jiaqi is not missing it.
And now Jiaqi getting a point directly off of her serve. Of course, the players will change ends here at 5 points in game 7. And Wang Chen facing her Second biggest deficit here in women's singles. Crystal Wang had her on the ropes. And now Jiaqi with a series of very strong forehand hits. Starting with the softball to the backhand, then quick out to the forehand. Hammering that second ball. Now opens up a 5-point lead. Corey, that is so amazing. You think Wang Chen has the slight upper hand when she starts to play that strong ball to the backhand, and Jiaqi just runs over and sends it back twice as fast. Wow. 2 direct points off of Jiaqi's serve to now go up 8-1. Everything is coming up aces for Jiaqi right now. Serve, serve return, offense, control. When was the last time, Corey, we saw somebody up 10-1?
The 7th game.
On Wang Chen. I mean, this has just been a blowout.
She was 2 points away from death about 7 minutes ago, Sean.
And now Jiaqi will face teammate Jennifer Wu. In the women's singles final. I'm sure that's a great sense of not necessarily revenge, but last year, remember losing to Crystal. Now, Jiaqi will get a chance to go toe-to-toe with Jennifer Wu. So we're going to reset men's singles semifinals. Will be up next between
Zaman Molla and Feng Yijun.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, men's singles semifinal between Zaman Molla on the far side, Feng Yijun. Corey, this is going to be a barn burner. Both these players have huge forehand rips. Nice little head fake by Molla.
And then he got a ball in his face. These guys wasting no time, Sean.
I mean, this is
getting into it. I'm already kind of fired up. We're kind of past pleasantries, and now let's go to war. I kind of like that. I know one thing, Sean. Whichever one of these guys Mark Hazinski faces in the final, Mark better pump up, because these guys,
oh, they're on fire.
They're out for blood.
You know, it's interesting, Corey, that Molla is forehand jamming the flips out to Feng's backhand, and that's generally where he likes to start the point from. I would think not that you'd want to flip it out to that forehand. Oh, that serve was high. Looked up.
These lights are really good, actually, in this hall.
They're solid and strong.
Yeah, they are, and so it takes you a second when you first throw that high toss serve up into them.
And we know who's going to win the battle of the short balls here.
Yeah, the short game battle is not close. It will be Feng Yijun all day. So Zaman's going to keep trying to jam Feng Yijun out of the short stuff. He's not going to sit there and play short. Feng Yijun, with his serve yips, Sean, It's pretty much doing one serve all day. It's the reverse, and it's side top.
Right. And when he does go for the side under, that's when the ball jumps all over the place.
Yep.
Look at that, just a jam.
He's just shoving it at him.
Forehand flip. It's not even a flip. It almost looks like maybe one of Danny Simler's just aggressive blocks across the table. Oh, and you just see Molla fighting to get that forehand in, crossing his body, and one more big forehand. Feng Yijun trying to keep it down. That last drop shot that Feng Yijun did, he just took all pace off the ball.
Feng Yijun, if he wants to be successful, he better take some balls out to the Molla forehand, because Molla is really stepping around wide on the backhand corner.
He's stepping around before Feng Yijun actually hits the ball sometimes.
Yep.
Again, we're going to see this interest.
I love watching Molla play, Sean. He's really animated. He looks like he has a good time out there. He enjoys the big stage. He enjoys the crowd. And he's just loving it.
He's taking his shot. I mean,
yep.
He's not doing really this. Look at. Not sure that's the most classic technique, but he's like, I'm playing it. I'm going for the ball.
That's my game, man. Yeah, no, it's kind of cool. Like a guy who goes out there and he's really enjoying it, and it's in a sportsmanlike way, and he's just loving it out there. Sometimes, Sean, we see people play when they get out to the big stage. You know, we see all week the matches played on the side courts where everyone's comfortable, and they get on the big stage and all of a sudden they're locked up.
Right, and they try to calm it down.
Man. He's out there jumping around. He's having fun. There's nowhere he would rather be right now than playing in a big match on center court at the Nationals.
And he is stepping around everything. And have we seen him play a backhand off the table yet? Oh, and there he goes for the big flip. Molla is pulling out all the stops. He's getting his forehand in on the step round, jamming the serve return cross court on the backhand. That time he went for the winner. And now we are tied up at 9 apiece in this final semifinal match here.
I'm pretty impartial. I don't have real strong ties to either of these guys. If anything, I have stronger ties to Feng Yijun because he comes to the club at Lily Yip Table Tennis Center. But it's hard not to like Molla. I just love his enthusiasm out there. He reminds us like this is a game and we're supposed to have fun, you know? And it's almost like he's like you have to see this big guy. He's a big guy, Sean. Big, strong guy. And he's like a kid. Kind of at heart, he's just having
like
fun.
An up-and-coming junior.
Yeah.
He just wants to get out there and make these big shots. A nice deep serve. What a move!
And he's winning over the crowd, Sean. I think this is a pro Molla crowd. People love it when they see somebody out there having fun.
What a great counter-looping rally we have here. Forehand from forehand with grunts on every single shot. Molla spinning it up.
Going back. Molla's going no coach. Feng Yijun is being coached by Jinyu Xiang, former Chinese national team member of the A team.
And that ball catches the back edge, and you can see the victory celebration on Molla's face. Little self pump up. And he's going through exactly what he needs to do to keep this momentum going. What an outstanding first game.
And everybody in the whole hall, Sean, can hear Molla, and we're at standing room only. I mean, we're packed. And I give credit to Gordon Kay. There's a completely different setup this year around Stadium Court. It's much more intimate. Everybody's really close to the action. And on all four sides, where people are standing behind the stands and in the corners. The atmosphere is awesome.
And Molla has really upped the intensity here.
Without question.
When he played against Gal Algeti in the quarterfinals, he showed that he had the goods with the big forehand, and he's continued to deliver. Oh, he served that ball and stepped around before the ball even landed.
That umpire to Molla's left better be nervous right now, because he could get ran over.
Yeah, Chris Williams almost had a forehand. You know, it seems, Corey, when Feng Yijun has the other player make a lot of noise, then he ups his noise as well. It's almost like he plays to match the intensity.
Yeah. But I just get this feeling that Molla's is so natural and Feng Yijun's is a little bit manufactured. I kind of call it the Tim Henman manufactured fist pump. It was when...
Oh, nice head fake
It was
there.
back when Tim Henman of England played, and the press was always on him for not showing enough emotion, so he like kind of faked his way through it.
Whoa! What a serve! Molla with the head fake down the line at the last second.
I remember that serve.
Feng Yijun completely looking. And now he's telling himself to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, you got to go from excitement to having a steady hand for the serve receive.
That ball has so much underspin.
Yeah, Sean, and if you notice, Feng Yijun is not doing the reverse only topspin anymore. He knew that he's not going to win with just one serve.
Oh, great placement there by Feng Yijun. You just saw that ball break straight down after it landed on the table. There was no kick up. That's a really strong backhand block there, Corey.
Yeah, really deep on the table. Good pressure on the block. He's not just kind of holding his paddle there and letting the ball ricochet off. He's kind of sticking it a little bit. Kind of like how you'd stick a volley in tennis. He's really sticking a good solid block and not giving Molla lots of time. Oh, here they come, the serve yips. Just as we were talking about
that
earlier.
serve landed about 2 inches from the net.
Yeah, that barely even touched the table before the net. There it goes back to the safe serve.
And that was a great placement loop by Molla.
Molla's been doing his homework, Sean, because he knew.
He could have gone wide to the backhand after this nice flip, but you see he took it right back across his body, causing Feng Yijun just to not be sure which direction he was going. Molla still trailing by 2 points. But he's got the serve. Oh, that's a nice controlled flip. Waited, and then pulled the trigger right at the end. Ball popped up a bit. Nice clean stroke. A direct point. You could actually hear Molla grunt on the serve. It's like he said, yeah.
He's just eating it up, man. I mean, you have to love it. You just watch a guy out there, just win or lose, just putting it all on the line.
I mean, Corey, they say the best defense is a good offense, and that's all we've seen.
playing defense
Oh, he's
whatsoever.
just every single point, he's on top of it.
Oh, wow, that's unbelievable
Great
placement.
placement. Took that ball down line. Even Molla smiled on that one. He's like, good shot. And that's one thing, Corey, I've seen Molla do. He'll give a thumbs up.
Oh,
He'll
absolutely,
be a
yeah.
nice shot.
Yep.
Because he loves shot making.
Yep.
That's what he's all about. So.
Yep. Oh, looped an edge. Oh,
How do
Molla
you
looped
get back
an edge?
an edge ball back? He served and started the wind up. Ball caught the edge. He was still able to pick it up. But in the battle of the top spins, Feng Zheng is able to keep the spin on the. Oh.
Molla's going to have to start going with the receive, Sean, out to Feng Yijun's forehand more often, especially with the slow spin, because Feng is so comfortable out of the backhand corner, and he's redirecting. When Feng Yijun's serving a lot of half-long stuff that Molla's spinning up, but he's going to have to take some of that to the forehand corner, even if he doesn't win the point, because he's got to let Feng know that he's going to go there.
It's such a different dynamic here with Molla not having a coach in his corner and Feng Yijun.
Yeah, and
Getting
yesterday
some
he had a
advice.
coach. I can't think of his name. He was an Indian player out of the Grace Lynn Table Tennis Club.
In the LA area.
Yeah, man. I know he coached Jeff Lin Huang when Jeff made his run at Nationals. It was the same coach, but I'm sorry if you're listening to this, but I can't remember his name.
So all tied up, one game apiece, best of 7.
But that's the player anyway who was coaching Molla against Algetti yesterday, but he's not here today.
After that first loop, again, Molla is already pre-stepping around. Feng is going to have to move that ball out to the forehand in order to stay away from that step around.
What a shot by Molla! A full standing ovation from the crowd here at the convention center. People loving it.
How can he keep that forehand on the table? He somehow managed to get that ball back and then went for everything, left the open court and scored. Oh, that was a quality rip there. Molla shooting out of the gates here in game 3.
Sprinting. He dropped his paddle and everything.
Oh, this is too exciting. Molla really bringing the crowd alive after that 7-game women's match.
We're about 4 people deep on the outside of the stands.
Ball caught the top of the net.
Sean, there's no one to sit. To my left, we have Victor Liu and Kanak Jia climbing the scaffolding trying to get a seat to watch the finals.
The semifinal.
Semifinal, sorry. It seems like it's the finals.
Oh,
The
I mean-
atmosphere is unbelievable.
Everyone is just on the edge of their seat, just mesmerized by Molla's forehand rips. Look at that.
At some point, you wonder if Feng Yijun's going to play a ball to the forehand corner of Molla.
I mean, he's jamming it.
Like he's
so
not even
tight.
Molla's not even recovering to the center.
He's just staying in the backhand
yeah.
corner. There's the first ball we've seen to the forehand. But Molla's all over the place. Back court, front court, you name it. He's covering it. Now he's opened up a little bit of a lead here. They're still on serve. 3-5. Molla's got to understand that if he puts a soft block on the table over there, it's going to be looped pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's not a traditional backhand where he's just going to block and he's going to turn that over and just, with his height and leverage, backhand loops are often just as hard as forehands.
Wow. That was a big point too, Sean, to keep the 2-point cushion for Molla.
And now, with the serve, I think on that one, Feng would have been a lot better going wide out to the backhand once he had him off the table. Boy, he is turning so early on that ball.
I know. Well,
he's almost ahead of the ball.
Yeah, and Feng Yijun still hasn't played one ball down the line to Molla's wide forehand. And I don't think he's going to deter Molla for stepping around. He's going to have to go there a few times.
Usually, Corey, when you make a decision that a player has, let's say, a weaker backhand and you want to hit it, in order to get to it, start on the forehand side. Don't let them turn the corner and just stay away from it, because after that first forehand
Why,
step
Sean,
around,
do you have some sort of experience with that feeling?
Never seen that tactic before. But yeah, so Molla gets the first forehand in. Then you know his next ball is automatically going to be a forehand because he can step around anything from there.
Yep.
But I don't know. Maybe for some reason Feng thinks that going out to the forehand might expose him wide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or just rip.
I mean, he didn't get a chance to turn on that corner. It hit him in the stomach. Now is the time that the forehand should be open. And then he says, nice. That's great.
I love this guy.
It's just great. I mean, Molla has the crowd completely behind him right
no
now.
question. How can you not, though? You know, it's nothing even against Feng Yijun, but the guy comes out in a pink shirt running around like crazy. And Sean, he's got the game to back it up. It's not just a crazy guy running around. I mean, Molla's hitting some really high-quality shots.
He went for a drop shot that really popped up, but then he had the presence to get that forehand in one more time. I mean, this has just been a forehand festival for Molla.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like he could just take the red rubber off his racket.
Play with wood.
That was heavy. That was not flippable.
There was almost a divot after that last one with his hand.
Yeah.
He dug into that one.
Yeah.
He's even smiling after that one, realizing.
He's like, that guy seriously thought he was going to flip that push? No chance.
Might want to check to see if there's still some skin on the bottom of his hand.
I don't even think he cares.
He got the ball he wanted. He wanted to spin it, and now he's giving himself to cool it down. He's got the serve and 10-8 lead. Looks like he's just thoroughly enjoying this match. Just a shot maker's delight.
Oh, around the net. Oh!
What a great set of... And he's still bouncing after the point.
Yeah, it was like he was getting ready to do the triple jump.
But nice deep serve.
Watch this
Quickly.
around. Coming over here. One more. Now this one goes around the net.
Just unable to get underneath that last ball. 10-9.
I'll lays him on.
Whoa! What a shot! What a forehand flip kill by Molla. And now he's calm it down.
That's all. So if he says I'll lays him on again, I expect that could have a flip again, Sean.
That was one amazing forehand flip kill, setting up for a drop shot and then finding the open court. Winning by a pair of 9s, dropping game 2, 11-7. Just an amazing number of forehand loops jumping around the backhand side. Fighting for those final few inches to rip the forehand and then recover and get the return back before coming in for one more forehand loop that then clips to the top of the net, but scores.
We're at 2-1 here, Sean. And it feels like we've been here for like 25 minutes, I guess. But man, the amount of fun I've had sitting here watching this match.
It's just...
It makes the whole tournament. We go from such controlled, I guess, emotions to not out of control, but just fun.
Let it all hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's juicing up the serve nice and long.
He's even grunting on the serve.
Oh, he's
like,
putting everything into it.
He doesn't care how long it goes. It's just... he doesn't want to get into that.
You know what
stuff.
surprises me, Corey, a little bit is that a lot of times Molla is moving right at the contact of Feng. He knows what he wants to do, and he doesn't care where the ball is going. He's going to force that shot in there, and that forehand step around has been completely working so far. Oh, wow. I think we thought that was going to be one and done.
Yeah.
Feng able just to re-spin it up.
All right, let's look. He said all A again. Let's look for a flip kill.
Wow.
Yips. All tournament long, Feng Yijun has had serve issues.
Oh. Again, Corey, Molla going for that heavy dig. He's putting a lot of underspin on the push. Going for broke there on the forehand flip. You know, Corey, we talk about how the international influence has occurred in the United States. Molla originally from the Iranian national team. Only started the sport at age 14, and by age 17 he was already on the junior national team, and with just a little slip. But that's what we said, that Feng has to get the ball out to the forehand side because Molla's been stepping around everything.
Yeah.
See him stepping, and just lost his footing.
So in 3 years, he's on the Iranian national team?
National junior team. Oh, that was a great body blow there.
What age was he on the Iranian national team?
I'm sure after leaving the juniors, but he's been in the U.S. for quite some time. He's won over 24 tournaments, mostly in the California area. California State Open, Grace Lynn Open, Pacific Coast, ICC events. So being in California, I would say that's one of the other reasons everyone knows him. So the fans are really supporting him and in his first effort. Boy, he just steps around and really whips that forehand. Really not using his body all that much, but getting a ton of whip.
Yeah, between his forearm and his wrist.
Oh, he just
whips that racket through, and it kind of goes across his body a little bit.
He's definitely
technique is different, but it kind of works for him.
Right, he's not driving his shoulders through the ball. He's letting those hang back and just getting a lot of forearm snap. Almost like legs and forearm.
Yeah, his legs are what really makes the forehand.
Molla made it into the first row, and he's just smiling.
All right, well, he's still got some bounce in the legs.
Gosh. He didn't go through the door, just leaped over the barriers, and now...
Sean, there is not a single place to sit in here. We have people up on the booth standing, people to our left.
And, that ball is still loaded from Yijun. He's just trying to stay nice and calm and cool and keep
That's
the
what
heavy
I think
spin.
you should do. Stop the manufactured crap and just be yourself. You know, if you're a calm guy, be calm. It's like you don't have to yell just because the other guy's yelling. Just go play. I yell because I'm half nuts, you know? Maybe all the way nuts. But he's not. He's like a controlled guy.
Oh, Molla realizing he just went for too much on that wide angle. He had the ball, great opening to the middle, got it to the forehand. The ball just didn't come out, took a big backswing. By the time he got to it, stroke had already completed. He's going for it. I mean, there's no question that he's willing to leave the forehand open and have to play a little bit of a
He's
retriever
willing to
mode.
do anything to hit a forehand.
Yeah. I really don't understand that style that much.
No, but it's funner than heck to watch.
You know, Corey, when
And
he
it's
does
weird
get
because he's
back,
got
there goes the power because you're not using the shoulder turn. So You're off the table, you're spinning up, you're using legs and arm, but the ball's at your knee, so where are you going to get the weight transfer?
Right. But it's not a traditional full table forehand style, Sean. He's a controlled looper.
Yeah, he's really just using a lot of the arm.
Power. It's not like when you hit a ball in your day, when you were playing for anything that came out, you were going into those balls. Good night, Irene.
Driving through with your legs and your waist.
Yeah,
He's doing a lot more arm.
And spinning the crap out of every ball. It's a really consistent style.
I'm just amazed at how much spin he can get on the ball when he's so far away from it. He still tracks it down.
Well, because there's no difference. He doesn't use a shoulder turn anyway.
Right.
So if he's far away from it, who cares? He gets the same snap. What's the difference, right?
And, I mean, just to contrast that with Feng's loop, I mean, when he gets behind that ball and he's just driving his hips through the ball, that ball's just taking off with heavy spin and just dipping right after it hits. So here we are. All day long, these matches have just been back to back to back. 2 games apiece now. Best of 7. Very smart play by Molla to take that ball down the line. It just negates Feng's ability to go wide into his backhand.
And Feng Yijun's coach is nodding his head like that's the right tactic. I just don't think it is. I mean, that guy could probably beat me with his non-playing hand.
Whoa! Yeah, so you see the difference, Corey, when Feng Yijun goes for this forehand drive, how much more body and legs he's able to go through the ball and just really spins it up and then takes it cross court. Big rip there. There they went for the short-to-short ball, but Molla's ball kicked out a little bit. Definitely a fan favorite right now. I mean, just serving it out and just saying, here we go.
Yeah, go ahead and spin it. It doesn't matter if I have to loop the first ball off underspin or topspin. I don't care.
And Corey, it really makes a lot of sense because if he's going to play the short game,
he can't.
He's going to be playing a small loop. He's not going to be able to get the big forehand in.
He's not going to get to loop at all if he plays short.
You can see he's just willing to challenge him on the serve return. Either chop the heck out of it or go for that forehand flip.
Chopping the heck out of it is right. We might have to get a new table in here.
And what happens is when you know the guy's going to just cut down into it, you don't want to give him anything to work with. So what do? You say, I'm not going to serve long. Well, you didn't even get over the net on that one. Mm-hmm. So it's constant pressure.
Yeah, it's 2-2, and Feng Yijun's giving him a free point every single game on his own serve.
4-2. That's 4-2.
Like a net serve as well.
Molla's got all kinds of energy. I don't think we'll see him doing the sit down between games.
They might want to put a treadmill out there just to slow him down.
Okay, so Zaman Molla's coach is back. He's back. He's sitting in the corner there. Man, I can't believe I can't think of that guy's name. Really good player, too.
That's a nice flip out to the forehand, but Feng Yijun has no difficulty with the balls away from his body. It's when you're jamming it into him that he's got to make his decision to go forehand or backhand. And again, the short stuff advantage, Feng Yijun. Ball clipped the net. Molla quickly signifies sorry for the change in tempo. Oh, great reverse penholder backhand. Oh, what a great counterattack from the backcourt. Huge point. Molla not willing to relinquish even inch. Keeps the ball in play. Resetting himself between each shot back to the center of the table. And then manages to get a forehand in. A strong loop down the line to take the point. Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Play 7-9.
Once again, going for that super digging push off the short serve.
Yeah, you're digging when you're pushing topspin serves in the net.
Molla just playing so aggressive. That ball's just flying off of Feng Yijun's paddle. When he gets his body in position, that's just a thing of beauty. Just rocking it. No way to run that shot down. 9-9, Game 5, men's singles semifinals. Oh, huge serve.
Ooh, misread that one.
Hit it with his thumb.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. could have been just a bad bounce, but
Yeah.
he definitely jammed it down.
Yeah.
Didn't get the paddle at all.
Yeah.
I think it surprised Molla as much as anyone. Game point. Oh, there's that first block out to the forehand.
Nobody home.
That was, the only difference was about 12 feet. Molla already realizing he was going to stick with the forehand. Oh, what an aggressive flip there. I'm not even going to call that a flip. That's just kind of like a shove.
It is. It's more of a shove, and it's really effective because it's dead.
Right, and it's coming at such a weird angle. He's
Yeah.
not getting the outside of the ball. Oh, how much side spin was on that ball?
That had like no topspin.
Right, it was just a
That
pure
thing-
side spin.
yeah.
Look at the jump now. The 35-year-old Molla.
Theresa Polina, I think is his name. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find it, and it just all of a sudden dawned on me, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But that's the man coaching Zaman Molla. Sorry, I butchered your name. Yeah. Looks like Tolina Piedasa.
But Molla,
Thanks to Gary Chua for that information.
yeah,
I know his son played at the Graceland Table Tennis Center, Ethan.
So, little of the backstory on Molla. Played soccer his entire.
Molla is going for the sit down.
He needs a little bit of a breather, but was a soccer star as a youth. Stopped by a local recreational center, saw table tennis, and just was completely enamored with it. So he didn't start until the age of 15. But you can just see the pure love and energy he has for the game. And he is out there just swinging for the moon.
Like, why are we waiting? Don't want to wait. Let's roll the ball out there and let's go.
Again, serving and expecting a deep return to the backhand side. Oh, that's a beautiful.
I don't know why he didn't do this 4 games ago, Sean. This is kind of what I was saying. I don't know if you're ever going to get Molla to stop stepping around, but the only way you're going to get him to be effective or less effective is to go out to the forehand some.
That was a ball he could have made. Definitely lined that up. Again, going for that little jamming through the ball. How much of a wrist snap up, but more of a locked wrist jam through it.
Left. That's 4.
see the crowd in the background. More people, Sean, trying to get in between every point, trying to get in the stadium to see this match.
Waiting for the points to end so they can run across the back.
You guys are getting a good view of the atmosphere here at the convention center.
It looks like Feng Yijun has begun to find a little bit of an answer to get the upper hand off the serve and serve return. Seems the longer the points go, the more Molla is able to get that insane forehand. Little head fake there. Right in the middle of that counter looping round, he just threw one up. Went out, of course, he's going to step around that first ball, heavy spin. Take it out to the forehand side. Little drop, like I'm not playing, and then it'll be back into the game. Heavy forehand, wide out to the forehand side.
That's 3-6.
When everything's a forehand, it's not a surprise that some of them just kind of blow by you when they're so close to your body. Whoops. Wow. Molla got his patented forehand jammer in there. But Feng Yijun, expecting it, able to play that next ball without any difficulty. Those are the type of serves I guess you learn when you do start the game at 14. I mean, it was just, where did that come from?
A lot of the stuff, it looks like it's kind of
Yeah, it's just like made up. Just, you would
It's
never
so
seen
cool, though,
a Chinese or a Swedish player or
no chance.
a European just halfway through the
He's
middle of
going
the rally.
for a shirt change, and he's put some serious mileage on, so I don't blame him. So he's going to ditch
I
the
just
pink
like
shirt.
when they were in that counter looping rally where he just stopped playing in a second and then just like jumped right back into it. So like, watch me now. So once again, another 7-game match here from Las Vegas. Mark Hazinski of Texas waiting eagerly in the finals that will be filmed and televised tomorrow on World One Sports. It's going to be a great event at the Brooklyn Bowl.
And I believe the men's final, Sean's at 8 o'clock, and the women's starts at 7:15.
Absolutely.
Las Vegas time.
So check your local cable listing. If not, watch us on the live stream. But we will be in for, if anything's like tonight, tomorrow night. It's going to just be amazing.
Yeah, the atmosphere at the Brooklyn Bowl is going to be awesome. Credit goes to CEO Gordon Kay for making the final atmosphere so great. We're getting it televised for the first time in a really long time.
And here we're going to just see if Molla, look at with a little head fake, a little backhand block, and that huge forehand covering the entire court.
From barrier to barrier.
Might want to check the soles of his shoes. He's just been running on a tear.
I bet, Sean, by this point in the match, Molla has touched every barrier on stadium court.
We've seen him leap over a couple to get back in.
Yeah. He's back, went with the green. Green butterfly shirt. The Maxwell.
Here we go.
Getting some jumps in as if he hasn't got enough of a workout yet.
Very strong play by Feng Yijun. Very selective when he goes out to the forehand. He just, maybe he realizes that side spin coming back at him would knock him that far out as well. That's the first mini break there. Each point.
But with the way Feng Yijun has been serving this tournament, Sean.
Might want to give him the serve.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big loop. He can start to create some separation here. Ball caught the edge of his paddle. He wanted to make sure the paddle realized you're not allowed to do that. He gave it a little spanking there.
The racket was disobedient. I'd like to see Molla take that shove into the middle of Feng Yijun. Into the elbow.
Oh, he caught him in between strokes on that one. Looked like he started with the shove, then wanted to top it. Did a little bit of both. Big points for Molla right now with the serve. Oh, that was a very smart and controlled side spin loop into Feng's backhand. Just really took his time after making a heavy attack. Too much spin on the ball. And Corey, that's what you mentioned. Getting that ball out wide to the forehand for somebody who's covering that backhand step around. You have just got to be so fast to track it down.
Yeah, and that's all you're going to be able to do, Sean, is track it down. You can't get anything behind it.
You'd be fishing it at best. So we make the turn at 5. Right shot for Molla. He got the shot he wanted. Immediately called a timeout. This is absolutely going to be the biggest point of the match right now. Feng Yijun with the serve, the 3-point advantage, and definitely playing more offensively minded in this 7th game. More balls out to the forehand. That one serve that really handcuffed Molla. That's the first time we've actually seen an in-between.
Yeah.
Most of them have been so short. And Molla wants the crowd. He is ready.
Looking at the crowd obeying and happy to support him. Really easy guy to root for, Sean. He just has so much fun out there.
He's got a
such a
club
good
in LA,
sport.
and definitely the fans want to see more Molla table tennis. Oh, tight spin loop from the backcourt. Wasn't sure if Molla was going to be able to have enough on the ball because he was so far back. And again, it's such a small little stroke that he's using. Not much body when you're that far back, but a lot of forearm.
Oh, even the crowd moaned on that one.
And he gets it right back. But he does not want to be trading points right now.
Can't afford it.
Molla with another deep serve, gets the forehand loop in.
The location on that deep one was better too. It was more into the middle, so Feng Yijun could just get the ball wide to Molla's backhand.
Oh, that was a quality step around there. Not only did Molla time that ball after the heavy dig, he made one quality block, and you see this. This is a really nice across the body.
As he was moving backwards and looking
Yeah,
at it
and
too.
just knocking Feng Yijun out of position.
And now Feng Yijun calls a timeout. Really, really important point here, Sean. You either keep the 2-point advantage or...
We are even up in the 7th.
Yeah.
At a pair of 7s.
If I'm Feng Yijun's coach, I don't even know what I tell him to serve.
He's got to keep it short. Why would he serve long? Because he knows that.
No, I know, but can he make it?
I know that's been the problem. I mean, I would say, don't let him play the shove from the backhand side. Be a little bit more on the forehand, so when he does shove it, you've got a chance to play the backhand cross court.
Molla's trying to pump the crowd up. He wants more noise. I like it. He wants everybody to join the fun.
Wow. Wow. Molla made the jam. Feng Yijun,
I just
completely ready for that quick.
Molla needs to take that ball to the middle.
Oh. And now, Feng Yijun, 4 match points to enter into the men's singles final. And Feng Yijun will join Mark Hazinski in the men's singles final, and all the crowd just on their feet, so appreciative of such a great performance and match by Zaman Molla, just giving it everything he had.
Well, Sean, the finals are all set. The women's final is going to be between teammates Jennifer Wu and Jiaqi Zheng. And the men's final will be between Feng Yijun and Mark Hazinski, who's been in a number of finals throughout his career. But the first final in a while.
Definitely was a semifinalist last year, losing to Jimmy Butler after taking out Timothy Wang in an amazing match in the quarterfinals.
This will be Mark's first final in the Brooklyn Bowl.
Absolutely. So we will have streaming for all of our fans in the morning from the convention center, and then we will switch over to the World One telecast. One World Sports will be from 7 o'clock on the women's side Pacific time, followed by the men's singles. Check your local cable company's listings. Also, you can visit usatabletennis.org for more information on the channels in your area. And if you're a USA Table Tennis member, just check your inbox because we've sent out all that information so you don't miss a second of the 2015 U.S. National Championships from Las Vegas. My name is Sean O'Neill, and I'd like to thank Corey Eider for helping out. We've got a lot more action tomorrow. If anything's as close to what we just saw here, we'll be in for a real treat.
Oh, we're going to be in for a good final on both the men and the women's side, Sean. I can't wait.
So I want to thank the production group here, led by David Del Vecchio, and we'll have a lot more for you. If you didn't get a chance to see some of the earlier matches, scroll back on our YouTube channel. We've got all the live action archived, and we will catch you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.